What is up, guys? Wraec is here with another live stream, and honestly, it feels weird to do it this close in a row. Like, we just did the live stream yesterday, but now we're back, and time for another session of Awakenings. First of all, welcome to all the people in chat. Quite the green chat that I see here. Very nice. Love it. And yeah, we are just going to start off with, well, we are going to start off with something special, I think. Maybe before all the other people arrive, we can start off with the 10 bomb in guild treasure tokens. Because I just have 10 saved up. Let's see if we can get something good. If there's some pink one in there, because that would be very good. The orange ones in the guild treasures are actually also pretty great. Honestly, all of the guild treasures are pretty great. Yeah, pretty nice. Sadly, you don't really get them very fast. Is that even a guild treasure? This one, I know. The other one, not quite that sure. It has to be. Like, usually, I mean, this is also already quite lucky we got orange in there, but like, usually you get like nothing. that's quite bad. I mean, the pink ones are obviously super rare, given that you don't really get a lot of cards here, a lot of tickets for that. I think we made decent progress, though. It's rather nice. Can't really complain. Oh, now we have some more people in chat. Welcome, everybody. We're going to start off with the summons soon. I saw at least one person that was a bit confused by me saying that we're going to use 250 cores for the S hero. Well, obviously, we're going to use 250 cores, and we are going to use those to get some copies today. So that's the plan. So starting off, we fell to place 8, which is not really surprising. I mean, people are obviously going to do summons in between. And they are progressing pretty fast, though we are still at 13k. And we have to see what the other peoples do. We're not likely to get back into top 6 today. The rate of summons from people at the beginning is usually quite high. Falls down during the week, so this is not really surprising if we go for a steady rate like what we are currently doing. So not really any surprises there. I think we can get to like 5.5k points today. This is about what I expect, which would put us again at place 7, which is decent. And then during the week we will go back into the top 6. I hope you get an A+. Well, maybe we will get a B+ or something today. I sure hope so. Statistic, I wrote it all down. So we will have a video about that as well. Because later on we will have a video with all of the statistics, how much we summoned during every stream. And yeah, that's going to be a topic as well. Okay, shared that on Discord now as well. Thanks for the reminder, Mark. Now let's see. Is the S core for TBB or any other? I think we talked about that yesterday already a little bit. Like I will wait for December, see if we can find like a good dark hero, if there's a good dark hero there. If that's the case, maybe I'll go for that. Otherwise, well, TBB is certainly one option. I would probably prefer DTV, to be honest. Because that's a very good clear hero, but maybe even Gagi will be good. We will see about that. How do you find the stamina wreck, damn bro? No idea what you mean, mate. No idea. Okay. The good thing is we're going to start off with queen copies. That's basically where we left off yesterday. Again, we're going to summon till we have about 75k starry gems left. Contract starry left. And that's about the plan. So, let's go. First queen copy of the day. And let's see what we're about to get here. Maybe we get an S queen. Would be kind of huge. But probably we should set smaller goals going for B plus first. And there were some comments yesterday about how it seemed rather bad what I summoned. And actually, when we checked the statistics and the points and the usual average, it was average. It was just average. It was not above average. It was not below average. It was pretty perfect in the average, what we summoned yesterday. So if you do 25k starry gems into summons, that is about what you can expect. Which is not too much, really. Like, even if you get a B+, that's already a high roll in that. In 500 rolls, if you get a B+ there, that's already a high roll. Which is kinda insane. Which is really kinda insane. I'm feeling a big high roll today. Honestly, I would love the high roll to be tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to do 500 copies of Aspen. And that would be nice. C-, very good. We take that. Good for the soul gathering. Which I was concerned, like, we would sacrifice too many C- heroes to that. Oh, starting off good. Come on, what do we get? Oh, it's a B, but it's a really good B. It's a really good B. Like 2 B+ values there on the B, on the speed. It's still B. That's the best copy we summoned yet. That's the best copy we summoned yet. Like, it's better than the Lutz that we summoned. So, yeah, pretty nice, but still going to be retired. Still going to be retired. Yeah, not going to sell that. Just going to use the retiring value, but it's 600 contract story. Oh, we take that. 600 contract story is very nice. Red today, orange tomorrow. I can live with that. We can do that. That would be nice. That would be nice. But like getting even one red is insanely rare. Even B+ are pretty rare. People underestimate how rare a B+ really is. That could sell, yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, like, they sell for 500 starry gems and I really only need contract story for the moment. So it's not really worth selling for me. It's only worth selling for me if I get more starry than contract story. And that's rarely the case. At least not at B tier. How many points do you have in the soul gathering? We had about around 2.7k. Showed it like, if you scroll back, it's like 2 minutes ago, something like that. We showed it at the beginning. Yeah, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to do the summons. We're going to get some plays for the course. And then we're just going to do the 250 course. All into Fate. So we're going to... I'm going to ask you guys, of course, how many spheres we are going to get. And I sure hope that we are going to at least break even with guidance, because otherwise, well, that would be kind of horrible. But I absolutely expect it to be like 0 spheres in 250 cores. The E tier roll of core summoning, I guess. We will see. 1 in 1.34k chance. Yeah, it's insane. Like, if you... Oh, what do we get here? Come on. It's a B. It's a B. It's again a B. It's a B, and I mean, like, it's worse. It's worse. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's worse because it's 3.5k tech. Nobody wants that. But like, the rolls on the B+ values are higher. I think it's pretty much as high of a B+ as you can get. As of a B as you can get. I mean, 2 B queens. Those were like 17 queens, I think. We got 2 Bs. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty insane start. Yeah, you're right, Salty. Still 2 B+ comments, yeah. Oh, did you guys, by the way, see... the Gru in the auction house? I don't know. I think I don't think it's no longer in there. But there was like a Gru A+ with S tier attack. And there was even an S tier Scarai in there. Completely insane. Completely insane. Like, I don't know. Kinda sucks. Like, that was something I actually discussed yesterday. I think it was with Aika. You always feel like you can exhaust your luck. Like your luck is finite. And that at one point, that is such a weird copy. And that at one point... when you get really lucky, that's about it for the moment, and that you can't get lucky again. And it's true, like being 2 times lucky in a row is less likely, so it makes sense that it feels like that. But like, you really feel like you exhausted your luck when you summon the Scare-Eye, and then it's just the Scare-Eye at the end. I think I've never seen this, though. I think I've never seen this. This is weird. Like, with these 2C and then the E in the middle, and then being a D+. Weird. Weird! The Guru is still in auction house? Such a weird copy. Such a weird copy. Like, nobody will buy it because the guy, I think, listed it for 25k, which nobody really cares about. Like, 20k is alright, but 25k is ridiculous. It retires for 25k. Makes no sense. Okay, we got a C tier here with a B- roll in it. Kinda weird. Those barriers. The Scare-Eye is still in the auction house? I mean, if it's in display phase, I would have expected if somebody, like, really? Let's check that out. I would have expected somebody to buy out on that. Because that's good value. That's arguably is good value. Like, it has a good price. 39 is completely alright. 39? And you get it for bulk and everything? Makes sense. It's not bad if you want to go for... a contract story. I can see that. Because, I mean, like, what else do you do? You're going to C-? Okay, let's do that. Let's go into C-. Let's sort by buyout price. And you get 83. Which is better than before. It's like 83, 85, something like that. Which is less value, obviously. 83%, while the other one is 80%. And that's even worse, I think. Let me calculate. 483 divided by 600 is 0.8. Okay, the 483 is still decent, but the 485 is also more expensive. So, like, for the major part, if you just look into those, the Scare-Eye is way better than most copies that are in the auction house. So in terms of contract story value, so it makes sense to buy it. It's not really bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. Should I buy it? Like, I'm honestly thinking about it. So the thing is, like... Come on. We buy it. Give me a second. Good enough? Do you read your live chat? Answers the question, probably. Obviously I do. Okay, we have an S Scare-Eye now. I mean, we've got to make a video about this. Like, we can't not make a video about this. What level is the seller? The seller is probably level 80 and the farming account. Let me guess. Level 109, no guild farming account. Yeah. It could really be worth, to be honest. It is not worth for like. I mean, it's stupid. We have an S Scare-Eye. I don't have Scare-Eye army. But like, if I send this now to Teddy, I think he will be rather jealous. At 39 is alright. It's alright. Like, Jesus told me the same about the Ferric Investor that sold for 78 or something, and yeah, it's 39. I think it's good. He probably can't even be imprinted, can he? Can you do anything worthwhile? No, he can't be imprinted. Like, look, can't even be imprinted. Can do nothing with that. Wait, do we have... Oh, we get broken spaces. We get broken spaces. We can do Scare-Eye in broken spaces. Look, in 9 hours we get broken spaces. We do Scary in broken spaces. Barry needs to buy it. Tell him. Can buy it. Oh, I've got to finish that. I've got to finish that today. Okay. Okay, we bought a Scary. Don't send me to the auction house, guys! Bloody hell! Now I bought a Scary because of you. It wasn't even planned. Like, I should have done an entire live stream about just that. Now watch me summon like S copy of her. No begging, Vladimir. No begging. It's ridiculous. Don't do that. 9-hour stream? I don't know. If we've used all of the SG for the summons, yeah. 9-hour stream. Like I mean, I probably would not really want to spend the extra context story necessarily for that. But in the end, we buy packs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, another B. A B minus with a B plus on the attack. 4.4k attack would actually be quite a good copy. At least you deserve an A minus now. Yeah, we sacrificed some starry gems to the auction house, so now we can get an so now we can get an 8 here. That would be something. I will see. Your point average is crazy? And not really. Like, you always forget something like this happens and we get an E plus or something like that. I think today's point average till now is pretty good compared to yesterday. But it's hard to say. And you show Scary stats. They were pretty bad. Like A plus in attack or something. Like not too great. And I think SSHP. With a pretty bad roll as well. But I think it had Hunter's Focus, which is kind of fun. But we will reroll it. We will spend 5 hammers tomorrow, reroll it. Get like GK on it. You got an A-Jara on Amazon? That's insane. That's really insane. Congratulations, Sol. Watch me summon A Dentalion. Well, it's A Dentalion. It's not A-tier Dentalion. How much attack and HP it has? I don't want to stop summoning now. Like, if I stop summoning now, it will take forever. You can scroll back in the stream. It's pretty visible there. This is funny now, because the next heroes that we are going to summon are Scaries. And it is also a little bit of a problem in that. Like, obviously, if we summon Scaries, do we have... Oh, okay, you are lucky. I can show you the stats. I can show you the stats. Those are the stats. Yeah, sucks. Pretty bad. The other thing that we have to keep in mind is if we want to make a video about Scary, we better have some Scaries. And if we don't really have anything here, which we don't, then we kind of need to save those Scaries. At least some of those Scaries need to be saved, otherwise we will have a problem. 6 5-star Scaries? Do we just do 6 5-star Scaries, because I don't really see myself upgrading those guys? And then let's just do this. Is this enough? Did I lock enough of those? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that works exactly. You rolled ST Scary? No, I just bought ST Scary. Okay, like that's good. Okay, makes sense. If I now get ST Scary, that would be so weird. That would be so weird. Indeed be quite ridiculous. I mean, we are going to awaken the Scaries nonetheless. We just have to make sure that we don't sacrifice them. Okay, first Scary. He's not even a very well-designed hero, to be honest. And it's completely off meta. Like, it's dead off meta. Kind of feels bad. Like the thing is, you buy an S tier Scarai and you see in the same time in the auction house where you bought it for 40k that there is like an S tier Mockman for 50k. This is like a bit ridiculous, honestly. But it makes sense. It makes sense. I was really a bit surprised that nobody bought it. And now we have. We're going to try it in Flame Shrine. We're going to try it in Broken Spaces. I'm going to see if it can do any damage. I think the thing was, like, I mean, obviously this one is going to do 3, 4, 6 times the damage the others do, but like, a bit of a problem, isn't it? We're going to see. We're going to see. And I think, like, I never really had a Scarai army. I think they also always used like still the Heart Watcher or something like that. I think the teams itself were not only oh, come on, what's that? That's a B minus. Okay, C plus. Okay. They did not only use Scarai. Like there's usually not. It was not 6 Scarai. It was like 5 Scarai and something else. Probably would make sense to put Queen in there, but like if we put SQH in that team, it's just going to destroy everything. The retiring value of an S tier is 50,000 contract starry gems. Giant Killer Defier Scarai, we were going to see. I mean, like, I'm probably going to spend 5 hammers on it. Maybe we do 10. It depends. Either we do Broken Spaces tomorrow, or we do it in the stream afterwards. Is the question? I mean, if we get a decent roll tomorrow, I guess anything GK. Then yeah, okay. Then we can do the video tomorrow. If we don't get a good roll tomorrow, it might be good to just wait 1 or 2 days and just get a few more hammers, because I buy the daily hammers. And then we can get a better roll on the Scarai. And maybe we'll do the Scarai video in stream. That would be fun. Thanks, Lars. Thanks. Till now it was quite decent. Now we were kind of getting back to the basic business. This is Samalim in Soul Gathering statue. Nikos, it's actually quite bad to use S tiers as sacrifice there. It is really bad value. Like, it's so bad value that it would be better for me if I just sold that for 40,000 again, made the loss because I would have to pay 5% tax on that, and then bought C copies for that. S copies are really bad for Soul Gathering. No, the Scarai is for retiring. It is planned to retire it for 50,000 contract story gems. That's the plan that we have. It's just going to be extra starry. Just because I feel like it is a bit more competitive than last time, and we could use a bit more starry gems. And that is mostly the thing. It's kind of interesting how we always get to summon like every single hero now. What's that? It's a B minus. B tier HP, block damage reduction, actually kind of decent roll. I think the value should not be different from copy to copy. Like, the thing is, the value difference is when you compare the retiring value with the points that you gain in Soul Gathering. Bought it for 40k, Nikos. And the C tier copies, the C minus copies, are like at 5 times point value or growing progress per. No, it wasn't. It was the buyout price in the auction house. That's what it was. The buyout price in the auction house times over times 5 is the growing progress that you get, and this like nowhere else is the case. It's like nowhere else the case. Yeah, Mark, the question is, do we need all of that? But it's better to have a bit more contract story, because there's 2 reasons for that. First reason, well, obviously when we need it, we have it. So, like, at the last day, we can summon and there will be no issue. And we don't run out of Starry and then lose S tier because we can't do 3 more summons, which is stupid. And then, obviously, the other reason is it's a bit of a deterrent. If people know I have 175k Starry gems, well, they have to think or I have to consider that I might want to use those. And if I use those 175k Starry gems, well, they have to question whether or not they want to compete with that. And maybe then they decide, well, I don't really want to compete with 175k Starry gems, I will just go for A+, or I'll just go for A, or stop at this point, take my A- or whatever I have right now, and make this a decent gala for me that won't make me unhappy. Because, well, you might end up unhappy if you compete with me. Might just be the case. Yes. If you compare it to the price. Like in one of my recent videos about the Soul Gathering statue, I actually showed the chart where you can see the relative values. It's quite interesting, yeah. C- is the best, and then C, and then C+. And then all others are worse. "25 minutes already? Do we stream for 25 minutes? Oh, 170 viewers. That's nice. Started with 2,760 points. Yeah, but we're going slow this time. We do summons now, but we went pretty slow at the beginning. Just starting off with some buying scaring the auction house and stuff, and the 10 bomb of guild coins, and then later on we will do cores. So I think the live stream will be a bit longer this time, just because we won't get through the summons this fast. As soon as we have 250 places in the bag, we can actually do the cores. Yeah, we talked about these 10 times Starry summons. Like, there would be ways to do that. Like with the 10 meteors and then just one meteor being blue, saying that you summoned an E tier, and one of them being red, so showing that you summoned like an A tier. The problem with that would obviously be, well, you would have to select 10 copies, wouldn't you? But I guess that's also possible in the way you retire them. And that would be cool if they just made the button where you could instantly retire all of the copies that you summoned. Like summon 10 and then retire, and you just select 10 copies from that, then you do the 10 summon, and if you don't like them, you retire them all. And of course you would need the confirmation, otherwise people would end up very sad, but yeah, would be kind of nice. But probably would be bad. Like somebody would retire an S tier that they wanted to keep. I know it would happen. I know it would happen. Probably better to not have that retire button. But otherwise, suck quite bad. Oh, decent, C-. Gonna get an A- on the Garuda. Ah, yes, possible. I mean, like, we get the high roads probably mostly on the bad heroes. It's just how this works, just what's going to happen. Because the thing is, we summon a lot of bad heroes. Like, the overwhelming amount of heroes that we summon are pretty bad. It's like nearly impossible to prepare for Gala and just have high tier copies for that. And we still have some other options. We could go for Prophet Orbs. Get some copies from there. Some additional ones. But then again, our bag already includes a bunch of copies from Prophet Orb events, because I saved those up always. So we have a ton of those. So far, how far did you clear in campaign? 637, I think it was. 637. It is now to Gustin, to Annabelle, to Eloise. Pretty bad wave. So that was what, like, that was like, yeah, the wave is insane because they heal so much. No, it sucks quite bad. Mercy system for Starry Gems wouldn't be a bad idea, guaranteed B tier. I mean, people were discussing that with guaranteed A tier, and some argued that people need an A tier because it has Giant Killer and you need Giant Killer to clear campaign, which is utter bullshit. It's not right. It's not correct. I know a lot of people that only have B tiers and they clear campaign. Obviously, an A tier does grant you more progress. If you have like an A LFA versus an B LFA, yeah, you will get faster and further in campaign. But the question is like, is that really necessary? Or is that just that you feel it's necessary? Like, obviously you want to get further in campaign and you want to progress your campaign. But like, is it necessary, or do you, for you to enjoy the game, that you now clear 3 more levels of campaign? Like, it's not really a thing, isn't it? Like, it could also enhance your B tier LFA. Obviously you want an A LFA. But that's like, doesn't make too much sense. And obviously guaranteed B tier would mean that we get like a higher value from summons. Well, it's a question itself if we should get that. Like with RNG, it's likely that you get it at some point. The thing with the mercy mechanic is obviously you get a guaranteed B tier. Does that have an advantage in getting a guaranteed B tier, or is it good enough if I'm reasonably likely to get a certain amount of B tiers in a set amount of summons? I would argue we don't really need a pity timer for B tiers. Like, it's not that relevant for gameplay. And the pity timer would likely be something around 50 summons or something like that. I mean, yeah, you can work your way there with 3 summons, but it will take forever. So likely for free to play, it is more relevant, I guess, that you get some good early summons, that you get a C tier or something like that, that you have some decent tiers. I don't think they would necessarily even get to that pity timer. Not in a small amount of time. I mean, like, you can introduce it, but it will mostly help whales, I guess. And not even us. I mean, like, if I go now for a Soul Awakening Gala, everybody will get a B tier all the time. So it's like, okay, we just now need more points. So we need more copies. It will actually result in more copies needed, which is bad. Oh, this is good though. Kind of decent. Jesus said that he will do a video on Void Campaign and Expedition if he clears 1000 difficulty. Yeah, was a question we had yesterday. I don't know, somehow he didn't get to that. Maybe no time, maybe no motivation, I don't know. He cleared at least 2 1000s, that's what I know, and I think he cleared Void Campaign as well. Didn't check. Yeah, says the guy who can just go to the auction and buy everything he wants, but like, I mean, what's the different situation? What does the B tier pity timer change? Like, does it change that I can go to the auction house and buy everything that I want? No, doesn't. Yeah, well, I can still do that. And it won't even be cheaper, it will be just the same. And depending on, I mean, they are not going to set it at 10 summons, and if you go with 3 summons, you're not going to get there very easily. They are also probably not even going to set that at 100 summons. Maybe they are just going, or at 50 summons, they're probably just going to say, okay, it's 100 summons. Then you get 1 B tier every 2 years as a free-to-play. So, like, does that change anything for you? No, not really. It doesn't really even change where you put your story into. Like, even, you now got 400 contract story. I mean, would the B tier pity timer change if you used it for summons or for packs? Not really. Not really, in the end. And you can't even easily buy that much as story gems. So, I mean, obviously it wouldn't be low. Just from the rarity itself. Like the pity timer, for it to make sense, you would first have to have pity in the person that summons. And I mean, you wouldn't really have that before they even have reasonably exhausted the amount of summons. And it's like 0.5% for a B. So it's like 1 in 200. So I guess the pity timer would be above 200 summons. It's like, does it change it? And you get B-stones from Gala. Yeah, exactly, other zeros. Yeah, that's also true. You get the B-stones from Gala. So, I mean, like, in that sense, they have a pity timer. That's actually a really good point, Idle Zeros. By the way, sub to Idle Zeros. That's a really good point. Like, you have the pity timer. It does exist. It is in the game. It actually didn't... Well, it did change a lot. Like the B tier cores, I'm actually banking on those. Like, I'm playing around B tier cores. Not around my B tier core, but around your B tier cores. That's the whale game. Because what I do is, like, what happens is two things when people get a B tier core. There are the people that use the B tier core at the moment when they get it. So, the first point where you can look at the B tiers and buy some cheap B tiers is as soon as the free-to-plays get the B tier core. Because they summon any hero and then put it on the auction house, and half of them are even more are food. So they put it up for like retiring value or something like that. Now below retiring value, so that you can get some contract story. And the other guys are waiting for the new Transcendence hero. And that is usually what the starry farmers do as well. They wait for the Transcendence release event of the new Transcendence hero. And then they summon the new Transcendence hero. And if you search for that, you sometimes can get really cheap copies. So that is like, my game is usually not playing around my own B core. It's mostly like playing around other people's B core. You got like 100 plus summons from yesterday. Yeah, obviously I did. But it's like not about me. It was about free-to-play, the question. So if a PT timer would help free-to-play in the game. I mean, now you can answer the question yourself. Does like the B core from the event help you? I guess people appreciate it. Like, I think the B core is also a much better solution. Because it really, in contrast to a pity timer, where at every single point in between you can get like, you could summon a B tier on some hero you really didn't want it. The B core gives you the selection. You can say, oh, I want an Ice Blink B tier, and the game will give it to you. So I think that's even better. So props to DH Games. That's the weird conclusion of this talk. Bit weird. Okay. Yeah, it's also pretty cheap. Like, it's the nice part about it is they solved this issue. Like, the issue would have been if it's a pity timer, you first need to have pity, was my point. So, like, it would need to be at a point above the regular rate of acquiring a B tier, which is 1 in 200 summons. But they solved that by saying, okay, we make it an event, and you need way less summons to get this B core. That is actually very nice. Actually a very nice solution by DH Games. Thinking about that. Are you still 4th on Awakening ranking? No. I'm like, I should probably be place 7 now. Didn't check. Should be place 7. And we will go back to place 6. So I mean, like, one of the guys in the top 6, I will have a bad time. I mean, if that's one of your friends, maybe tell him that he's going to have a bad time. But this guy's going to have a really bad day on Friday. Because I'm going to win that. What's the best pull you get now? Did you get an A? No, I did not get an A. Best pull was B tier. Actually, B tier SQH with 2 B plus rolls. That was the best. Eating pizza, drinking tea and watching Wraec while it's raining outside. Perfect. Yeah, I actually ate just before the stream. That's why I don't know. It's even the word. Hungover from the eating. Can you say it like that? Probably. Yeah. That's the thing. Wraec, do you know when the new update will drop on Android servers? No idea. Like, they don't even tell me that before. Actually, this is quite funny. I actually asked DH Games about the time when the gala starts, and first initially we had some communication issues. Let's say it like that. But they came back to me and actually PM'd me to tell me when gala is, with like a screenshot and everything. Really good. And I knew when gala was at 8 a.m. in the morning, and the update notes were at like 10:30 or something. So they did tell me beforehand, 2.5 hours though. So like, that's, even if I ask them now, that's probably the rough estimate that I get. Like 2 hours before the update drops, I get to know that it drops, maybe. But usually it's just like, we don't communicate that often, so it's just the update drops and I'm happy, you are happy, I make a video, and hopefully I'm at home at that time. You will do the course at the end. We should probably be in the realm of doing cores right now. Let's do the flame strikes, retire, and see how many slots we have. Currently, you're sitting at roughly 3,493 points. Oh, we make good progress. S-tier core NXKX. We're going for the S core. That's why I said somebody in top 6 will be very sad, because we are going to get that. Do some people use macro auto-clickers for this? Yes. Yes, because, well, every macro can do what I do. Just choose the leftmost copy, click on yes, click on OK, and go for it. What's your opinion on a 5,000 VIP points for a relic? I don't really get the idea. Don't quite understand what you mean. Why don't you set autoclicker for this? I mean, yeah, of course other people are using it. But like, I mean, we're streaming. We're chilling anyway. Doesn't block too much of my brain capacity. What's your plan next? 200k starry gems? Still this in future. What I plan to do with my next 200,000 starry gems? Difficult. It really depends a bit on the S core, if we get that, or I mean, I'm pretty sure that we get that. Well, we are probably in need of an SDTV, like, or at least a higher DTV, A plus, something like that. Because DTV I still have is an A minus with pretty bad stats, so we need to improve on that, and then need SDE core to put some attack on that DTV, and then we can push through campaign. The question is obviously, is this worth it to even do? Because why would I push campaign? I don't unlock anything. Like the most common reason, because you want to push campaign early on, is that you want to unlock stuff. You unlock the X levels, you unlock like skins and stuff, and that's obviously a good reason. But at my stage, like 6-3, you really don't unlock anything. I'm in a decent spot actually at the moment, so I can just wait probably for more unlocks. So the question is obviously, it's in other game modes. Like we want to clear Vortex, yes. So I mean, like, from what I've seen from the new Vortex levels, they are easy, and TBB will clear them. And that's obviously what I thought as well. Like, the question was, did they change anything mechanically? So that you are forced to either fight some new mechanics that will make it difficult, or you are forced to fight Gustin, Valkyr, stuff like that. If you're not forced to fight any of those heroes and there are no new mechanics, you just TBB and go and you will clear it. And so they didn't add any new mechanics as far as I've seen, and you don't have to fight any Gustin, Valkyr or anything, so you just TBB and you clear it. Pretty easy. So the next thing is like, what else do we have to? Like, the other thing is Espen Dungeon. I mean, we have a decent SFX. The question is if we clear with SFX or if it is easier with another hero. Like those later clears that you see from that Barry did and everything, and where we used like an SSM or something like that. Those clears were were likely at power levels way higher than what we saw before. I might just go SFX, honestly. SFX is pretty solid. It's a pretty strong hero. Just upgrading her, getting some huge upgrades on her. We still have the core. We have an A plus SFX. Decent roll. I might just do Espen Dungeon with SFX. Okay, let's retire now. We retire anything but C minus again. Is TBB a good second transfer Loafer team? I think you really want a tenant for your Loafer. I think that's what you really want. Yeah, JT, but the thing is, I mean, there are going to be probably waves with Wracs, but then you just reroll. You just roll them away. You roll SQH away, you roll Gustin away, you roll Valk away, and suddenly you no longer have any problems. Yeah, SQH is definitely a very solid choice. Very solid choice. Unless you want to do like a switch to Mockman like I did, but that's hardly a use strategy. Any good copies yet? I just got here. We got some B tier queens, and I bought an S Scarai. So that's mostly what happened. The S Scarai a bit weird. But I bought it. I did it. But still, it's fun. I love it. The Scarais should be no problem because the other Scarais that we have here are locked. And then let's see for the course. Maybe we have course. Maybe we can do course already. Still alright. Oh, I got so much stuff to retire. Okay, we get into D+. Closer to C-, have to be careful. S-Scar is dope. I don't know, like, probably, yes. Filter, C tier, smart, full screen. Bloody hell, that's so much SG. Oh, smart and then retire. We have got the C+ Scarai. Then we have the B-. And then we have the B tiers. We are not going to sell the B tiers. A B+ we didn't have. Okay. Okay, we are back to 9.92.5. I don't get why they limited to 5 per retire as well. Like, no idea. Makes no sense. Okay, let's get those chests. Let's check out how many slots we have now. 630. Okay, we have enough. Okay, we go. Where is that S Scarai? Oh, come on. A good moment to show it. There it is. There is the S Scarai. Oh yeah, we have one of the skins. We have this skin. I don't even know which one's the best. I think this one was the best, right? Crit damage. I remember people using this one. I think like he has the mythic skin now. It's a bit insane. Skill damage 183. I mean like, did you see the stats? Or did you look at the stats? This guy has 18.595 million attack. And I mean, we can do stuff like we can do weird stuff. This guy can get 5,606 soul power. Come on. Let's do some weird stuff. Oh wait, we can disassemble. The C-. Not him. To be a little bit careful because I don't really want to disassemble him. S, confirm. Okay. And now we can do this. And now that's a 21 million attack Scarai. With 2.3 billion HP. Do we still have Abyss SL? I mean, can we? It has no chance, right? I mean, it's 32 Abyss SL. But he has no chance. He has no chance. Let's upgrade some Scarais. Bloody hell, that lags. 100, 100, 100. Everyone's Scarai better than my whole team. Ah, it's insane. It's insane. We just put crowns on them and send them into SL and see what happens. Okay, come on, we do that. We do that. This guy needs a stone. Just any will do. Fan is honestly pretty alright, isn't it? Stone. Equip. Fan again. Okay. Fan. That's a not Scarai. We got the flag here. Flag is really bad. Let's go crown. Tasha. Okay, wait. This guy has gear, right? Yes. This guy has no gear. I mean, that does have no chance. Like, it has no chance. That's a level 100 heroes. Transcendent Scarai, like, if they announce that, I would be rich. Rich! So rich! But that's stupid, guys. Won't even work. Like, there's no chance. I remember that actually being difficult. Okay, come on. Slot 1. Does he bleed? I didn't even check. And he's probably alright, isn't it? Okay, come on. It's level 100 heroes. God, that's stupid. I mean, we don't have... Oh, we don't have Purify. We could make him freeze immune. They can't kill him! They can't kill him! Can we give him a torch? Oh, not a torch. Candy cane. Let's give him candy cane. Let's give him candy cane and see. I mean, they couldn't kill him. He can't heal. That's the problem. He can't heal. Come on. Make him E5. I don't want to, mate. I don't want to. Ooh, he gets killed now. Yeah. It's no chance. No chance. Like, the damage is good. But, like, there's no chance because they can't heal. If they were E5, honestly, I think... If they all were E5, I think we could clear it. If they all were E5, I think we could clear it. I mean, there is a way we could heal. If we put KOG on this guy. I think, like, with this, it's already quite alright. I just can't get rid of that freeze. Just can't get rid of that freeze. If you could get rid of this freeze. I mean, 32 is arguably one of the best stages for us to fight. I don't really get why they attacked those two, by the way. Highest attack, probably, I guess. Stop freezing him! Doesn't get an attack out. Oh, that's the problem. I mean, we could add a cruise. We just want to add a... Shall we just add a cruise? Because, like, the thing is, we... Or we add an Ignis. We could add an Ignis. Let's add an Ignis. Just take one of them out. And just add an Ignis. I mean, like, she's not going to do much other than heal them. She's not going to do much damage. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, she is still screwing us over. Ah, they killed one. They killed one. Stop killing them! But I mean, she should probably be slot 2, right? Just to feed our main guy. And maybe we should not put this guy in the front row. The guy that is now in slot 2 should be in the front row. That wasn't bad. It's like a quarter of the way there. Yeah. Okay, come on. So we do that. No, we don't go like this. We go like this, I think. Yeah, that's something I feel. And we'll feel BQA as well. But like, nah, it's cheating. Okay, come on. Let's see. Oh, the crown guy didn't get healed. Queen, do your job. Oh, Ignis! Bloody hell! The point of buying him was to retire him. That was the point, mainly. He got attacked so little in the back row, we could honestly put him or give him Endless. Just afraid they go highest. No, they can't go highest attack, otherwise they would attack him. I mean, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. That's no giant killer. We give him Endless. We give him Endless. Where is my bloody Endless? Do I still have that? Where is my Endless? Endless. Ah, bloody hell, I'm in the wrong menu. I have to go here. SCRI content? SQH would be OP. SQH one-shots this stage. Like, that we are talking about one-shots here. Like, really. Could heal a bit more. Like, that bloody... That one Scara is really dying. Honestly, they survive way... Ooh. I want to say they survive way better with Fan, but, like... That wasn't good survival. They're not bleeding or anything, so it didn't really matter which pet we used. Ah. It's not going to work. That wasn't enough. Like, that wasn't even more. It was just like, on the other way, it was a bit horrible. Like, the damage was way more. It's like 10 billion more damage, but like, not enough. Upstone. You get it back with retiring. True. True. Let's do that. Quick upgrade. Holy damage, attack HP. 45 holy damage is not bad. It's not bad at all, 45 holy damage. And is crit important for him? Let's read his skills. 86% of attack damage against all enemies, text them with lightning mark and a weaken mark. Okay. I mean, we could make him 6-star, I guess. Somehow. We have another Scarai. We have this Scarai. Like, the E-tier Scarai, I think I took from the team. So, I mean, like, we could just upgrade the... Could just do this. That's the E-tier? No, I don't want the E-tier. He's like, yes, the S-tier, that's definitely the food one. That's definitely food. S-tier is food. Okay, we got a 6-star S-tier Scarai. So upgrading my heroes to 6-star is enough then to clear, right? Should be enough. Should be enough, you say, guys. Okay. Okay, I trust you. Rolls on the copy are not really damage orientated, but we don't have hammers, so we can't change it. I just want to see it. Come on. Let's see. And we could have also used Phoenix, I guess. We don't even have a skin on him. We should put a skin on him. I wonder if they will purify the mark. Not quite sure about that. Come on. I mean, it's still not enough, isn't it? GK, yeah, with GK I can see it. With GK it would be easy. 28. It's not really a lot more. Let's do the skin. We still have the skin. Skin also, it's a huge buff actually. Okay, we got this. Control limited crit damage preg. And that's another 300k attack. Now you can't retire? I still can. I still can retire. Like our plan was to summon. Now we do Scarai against SL32 in PvP. We can use Phoenix though. Let's go Phoenix. Also, or I think we could also use, what is it called? Dragon. Dragon for crit. Because we don't really have crit, don't we? Crit is a little bit low on those heroes. Man, when I see this, I just want to slap PDE into the team. Like, the more attacks we get from the other Scarais, the better. That's the way this works. Oh, we got the kill? Oh, we just got one kill. 54. So much better. So much better. We got the kill. Come on. Wait, let's use Dragon. Let's use Dragon. For crit. We got 10% crit. Sphinx? I don't know. Sphinx? Do you think? I don't think so. No, I don't see things. I don't really get why we can't have this one Scarai survive. Like, it can't survive. Virtually impossible. And probably it would be better to just go full upgrade him to 5. Yeah, you know, always with the bold solutions. Like, nah, can't go to bold solutions. Okay. It was arguably worse. Or was it more damage? No, it was worse. Bought it, Mark. I bought it. Okay, where do we have more fans? We need more fans. Oh, we go energy feed. It's always an option. Energy feeding with mirrors. But where are our fans? Like, we should have more than the ones we just saw. Should have more. Got a 1, 2. She has a fan, obviously. I mean, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. She won't die. There's one more there. I don't want to use that. Fan. So we got 3, 4. And then we have this one still, which doesn't have a fan. She gets a DB. Let's just DB her. And then this guy also with the fan. Okay. Front row cruise to tank would make it easier, but I want to have it as much Scarai as possible. Does that make sense? Maybe we have to awaken higher tier Scarai because the one that dies is E+. Oh, not 2 die. Not at all. I'm not sure about this. I mean, we still have 2 Scarais in the front row, but we might have none. Exactly what I thought. That was so... Oh, no, it's worse. Oh, no, it's horrible. Now it's really horrible. Because the front row one died. Or ST wants to side. Okay, that's kinda horrible. Kinda horrible now. Let's buy 2 more. I'm not sure, of course I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And let's go back to Phoenix. Thought you're gonna use mirrors? Yeah, I didn't find my mirror, it was on some Transcendence hero. So I didn't. Ah, once again. That's Garai. I think it's good when it dies. It's not, I mean, surviving would be better, but I guess everything is better than getting hit in the back row from basic and active. Ah, that sucks! No, it died again! What did I do to make this thing die? I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. It's Phoenix, but I don't know why they now die. Like, we changed a few things, but not a lot. Huh. Look how fast he died. At least with Crown he took a few more hits. And maybe it's just exactly that. But with Crown he took a few more hits. And then died later on turn 6 or something. Instead of early on. That looked kind of good. That guy's low. Okay, 1 down. We don't get an active though. Ah, okay, let's wait. Let's wait, we go for it. Teddy. Teddy's going to the stream. What the hell is up here? What's this? Guy's stealing my content. Okay, 1 more for Teddy. 1 more for Teddy. Guy's stealing my content. Yeah. When the shield is active, they can survive, but as soon as it's down, obviously they have a problem. I think the thing that makes them survive is like there is this ability from them that lets them take 1% less damage from an enemy up to 10 times whenever they have like whenever they have this mark on them. I think that helps them a lot. That was actually not bad damage. That was actually not bad damage. Yeah, Teddy, I think you will like it. I think you will like it. Wait, let me show you. You know this guy? I think you know the skin, but like, you know this guy? You know this guy? Six-star STS Garai. Are we going to try again tomorrow? Now we do course. Now we do course. Okay. We got 257 cores. 257 divided by 15 is 17.13. So we're expecting around 17 cores. What do you think that we get? The usual average from guidance would be 17 cores here. How many cores are we going to get? As you can see, I have 0 cores at the moment. Place your bets in the chat. There is nothing to win. Test your fate. Oh yeah, we are going to fate. We are going fate. We are going fate. 257 cores into fate. 17 would be guidance. Salty says 15. That's toxic, mate. Mark with 12. 20 plus from 3. Penrogion with 14. Why are all of you guys like saying that I will go less? Costadine with 19. Benny with 20. Lars with 20. Anpai with 16, Walt with 21, Google with 20, Maxime 21. I would say a clean 20. Fear of Fright with the 17, which is a kind of safe bet. I mean, like 17 is average. Yayeet with 20. Then we have the Pest Gnome with 19. Killigore Trout with 23, the highest so far. Cricket's Launch with 21. Lawson with 19. Andre with 25. And Fear of Fright with 257, which is now the highest so far. And yeah, that, I mean, it can work. The probability is there. It's non-zero, but it's also probably not going to happen. 16, 21, 25, 18, 22, 27, 18, 27, 35, and it was me doing it. Oh, Teddy. I mean, I high rolled on course myself already in the past, but like, okay, let's see. So we have a pretty broad spectrum here between, like, I think 15 or 13 was the lowest. No, 14 we have here. 14 was the lowest. Penrogion. Bloody hell, mate. Doesn't like me. 16. Let's see what's going to happen. Come on. We're going to watch cutscene. I want to chill. I want to watch cutscene and chill. Oh, bloody hell. Freya? We take Freya copy. Corpse Demon. I think it's always cool. Okay, we got an Ilamag. First sphere, there it is. First sphere on the first 10 bomb. Pretty good. We take it. One sphere, one Ilamag, one Freya copy. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Wouldn't complain. I'd feared Bill Wheel 11. Bloody hell. 7.5. Oh. Okay, come on. I just do point. The point is, oh, second sphere. There we go. 2 already. Okay, we are on a good pace. Third one. Oh, we should stop. We should just go guidance now. The thing is, if we go guidance now, we are actually good. Like, it's actually then 18, and 18 is pretty good. Okay, we got a second Ilamag. Like, that would usually be the point where I say, okay, just go back to guidance, be happy, and have, like, some extra course. I like, no, we're doing it. And we will just see the amount of spheres at the end. Like there's, I sort of showed that it's 0. We're just going to not change it in between, so we're going to see it. I also think high tier copies would be nice. Like some Freyas, some obviously the Ilamax, some stuff like that. Like non-grey item, something good, some decent. Like nothing in this pool was decent. Like Hamat is like the best copy here. Bloody hell, the copies were even bad. Like, at least give me some good heroes. Bloody hell. 40, you think? 40 will be insane. Nakia. Cool. Got another Ilamag. We get a good amount of Ilamags. That's something I can't complain about, but I think we're now really up for being treated badly, let's say it like that. By guidance. We're going to really get fated now, I think. Fated. We are here for the high roll. Yeah, I'm here for that too. Kinda doubt it. I think this will be very sad. I think we will go out here with a testament on why not to do this. Flora. Lutz. Okay, we take it. Flora Lutz. Nice. I think we just went 30 spheres without... 30 pulls without a sphere. Okay, we got one. Nice. You want to see my upscaling depression, and it gets higher the longer it takes. So it will be good. We got one sphere, so I guess that's something. We're not average. Like we would need to get another sphere now to be average with guidance. Like we're already falling behind. Which is horrible. And by the way, whatever you draw there doesn't matter. Doesn't change anything. The game decided already. Before you even draw anything there, the game already decided what you're going to pull. Okay, not another sphere. Getting closer to average. Like one more and we would be... Okay, there's one more. We're back. We're back. No longer depression. It's good actually. Like I usually never see that. We are above now, I think. Slightly. Ever so slightly. Like a very, very fragile state of being above. Valentino, okay, we got another sphere. That's good, that's good, that's good. I remember there's one video about spheres, Ilamak, that I did where I got like quad sphere pulls and stuff. Like there was this one guy, and I don't even know how many cores he had. And he sent me his account and I was like, hey mate, maybe you want to do this, maybe you want to do my spheres. And I was like, oh, it's cool, let's do that. And I did his spheres and he got some really insane amount, some stupid insanity. Like he wanted some heroes, he sent me like a list with heroes that he wanted, and we got like all of that. And he also wanted spheres, and we got some mad amount with like quad sphere pulls and everything. Like the best spheres I ever did, and like I think the best spheres on YouTube or something. Another sphere. Oh, first Natalie. Pretty cool animation. Like the light dark heroes are pretty rare, I have to say. Ilamak I think is decent. There's no TBB or Gaggy in there, by the way. Nothing of that sort. I mean, decent pull. Nothing too fancy. I think the last time somebody really did core videos is also quite some time ago. Double Fatmu, okay. Got another Ilamak. I mean, we're going to get some Ilamak summons, which is nice. Ilamak is also pretty high value. Like if you get an A- Ilamak, you got some pretty good story there. Funny how Germans pronounce, it would be like Natalie, wouldn't it? And I say Natalie, yeah. And Benny, I already said that in the past. It's like, you get me with the names. If I say a name, it's often really German. It's a really German way. Do it faster so you can summon more. We will summon the 25k story no matter what. So even if I take my time here now, then I will just have to stream longer. So that's my commitment to that. Another Ilamak. I could use some spheres though. That would be nice. I have the same problem. Yeah, the big part is also that I often do it unconsciously. Like I don't really think about the name in an English way, so I say it German. I think probably it's this one thing that, like when you learn a language that you're not necessarily, for example, do maths in that language. Like even if you learn English, for example, you still do your math in German in your head, because that's like another part of your brain, has nothing to do with the part that speaks. And it's like, I think it's some weird stuff. It's probably the same with names. The good old days when Walter was meta. I think he was never meta during the time I played. Like I get another bait summon. Oh, sphere. Nice. I want another double sphere in a 10 bomb. Maybe a triple. Triple would be nice. Like something to get really hyped about. That would be cool. I mean, Fate's not doing us as badly as it used to do me. So we're okay. It's good. I like some insane stuff would be nice still. Hey Sven. Welcome to stream, mate. Got Kargat here. About 4 years old ago. I think I played 4 years ago. Oh, we got an Ilamak. And we got a lot of Ilamaks. Let's check later how many Ilamaks we got. Because I think I got none in the back, so all of those should be from this. That's really insane how many we got. We could get some more spheres though. Got the Vesa, first one yet. Another sphere, nice. Andrea, okay. Asro. Another sphere. Oh, that's a really good 10 bomb. Amra. Like, that's a really good 10 bomb. Okay, Christian is a... But like, look, we got Vesa, we got Andrea, we got Asrael, we got Amra, we got 2 spheres. Very nice. Very nice. Like when I did the video for this one guy, we had like a dry streak in between. I thought like, okay, we're done, basically done. And then we got like 4 spheres in one 10 bomb, and then 2, and then 3 or something. And we got so many spheres so quickly. It was pretty insane. Like, so you never know. You never know if you're really done for. Tessa? Okay, Destroyer, nobody cares about you. Go away. Roy? Why do I care about Roy? Roy is equally bad. That's a sphere. I care about the sphere. Spheres are good. Bates Horsey? I never saw that in game actually. I saw a screenshot. I never saw it in game. Forgot they gave better luck to the whales somehow. Nah, I had bad luck in that sortie. Like on the nice, a sphere. On the guy from on the account from this one guy that was basically free to play, I had really good luck. But on my own in Fate, horrible. That's why I do guidance. Another sphere, nice. That's why I regularly do guidance. Like I never really do Fate here. I only do Fate for the sake of this video or for the stream because it's more entertaining for you guys. Because I don't have to show 250 cores into guidance. What do I want to be hyped about? About Ilamax? Okay, yeah, cool. I mean, it's nice if we get an Ilamak, but it's not like world changing. Why go through the pain of this cutscene? Because it's way better to summon a sphere when you do it in this cutscene than it is if you just do a 10 bomb or something. Ilamak, okay. Dirt. Kathuga. Interesting. Got a sphere. S model? Okay, we take an S model. Bait. I think Bait still looks cooler than S model. Like, let's be real about that. Bait still looks cooler than S model. Walter in Tower was annoying. I don't really remember. Like, honestly, the heroes that were annoying for me in Tower, like, I'm mostly talking about Tower of Dreams then. As are mostly the same as before. It's like all of these CC heroes are pretty annoying. And the rest pretty much works. Okay. Let's see. 16 out of 200, really? Are we on that pace? It's pretty good. 17. Nice. I'm not sure if that's right. We'll see later. Dark Arthur though. Dark hero at least. Can go for that. It's pretty nice. Valentino. I still have that B+ Valentino with A speed. And control precision CI offset roll. Oh, Natalie? Natalie? I say Natalie now. I learned English now. Valk. Okay, Valk was pretty annoying. Another sphere. Where's my triple sphere pull? I'm greedy now. Okay, I mean, like, I don't even know those heroes. Okay, Alamak. Another one. Got a Faith Blade. Okay. Go on, let's skip the last two. Skip the last two. Bam. Okay, Alamak in the sphere. We take it. Last one. And then we do 7 singles. Alamak. But maybe we can get the single sphere again from the last 7. Let's see. One more sphere. Come on. One more sphere. Okay, there it is. Another sphere. Nice. I got 4 more. Can we get a sphere in the last 3? 2. 1. Last one. Give me a sphere. Well, we got an Ilamak. I mean, like, I can't complain. We got an Ilamak. Okay, let's see. Let's see. It's 20. Who said 20? We got 25 there. Walt was at 20 to 22. So I think those ranges are a little bit cheating. It's a little bit cheating. Who said it first? Let's scroll up. Fee was like 20 plus. Benny said 20. Lars said 20. Google said 20. Ghost said, I would say, clean 20. Yayeet said 20. Actually, a lot of people said 20. Nice, guys. You got it right. But 20 is good. And now I show you what to do with 20. Bam. 20 seer. 20 in 257, yes. Pretty good. Got better than guidance. Now we have 8 million stellar. It's not bad. Let's see how many copies of Ilamak we actually pulled. That was 6 plus another 7, 13. 13 copies of Ilamak. I mean, 20 times 250 is a whole Transcendence hero. That's 5 million. So if I went for Crystal of Transcendence, which I obviously wouldn't. But yeah. Heroic Miracle completed. And now we do some more summons. Mace cores give me copies, and copies I can awaken. So we did 200 cores into Fate. Now we have a bunch of copies, as you can see here. Starting off with Natalia, and now we can drop those core, all of the stuff into Awakenings and do rest of the Awakenings, which we still have to do a bunch. Bloody hell. What do you think about the look of Gegi? I didn't see it yet. I think I just saw the thumbnail from Barry. And I thought like that at least in the thumbnail it looked pretty similar to the base version. But like I don't know. I have to check it out. Wasn't even posted anywhere, right? I think it was only like Barry's video. Or was it posted anywhere else? Because I don't think I saw it in my... Was it in my... No, and it wasn't in any news channel on my server. Bit weird. Bit weird. Oh, and then there was the question how many copies I have for Awakenings. Like basically infinite. No, not really infinite, but way more than I need. Like way more than I need. Even with a rough calculation. Oh, what do we get? Come on. B-. Okay, like with 2B tier. Armor crit introduction, not bad. Way more than we will need for that. So we will not run out of copies on this account. And I prepared for a pretty long time, actually. Like the 250 cores, I didn't buy 250 cores. I just saved up 250 cores. Just didn't use them. So, yeah. Aku posted in IHD? Really? Let me check that out. Oh, I have streamer mode active. I don't stream my Discord. Oh, no, cool. Oh, yeah. There. It's pretty close, right? It's very close. Like, it's about what I saw. I mean, like, obviously, his companion looks way cooler. I like the base version more. Am I weird for liking the base version more because it's a bit cooler? Like it's, I mean, I don't want to say childish, but it has more design elements. It's cool. Yeah. At this point, you could use the summon 10 button. I mean, obviously, I get more content out of summoning them one by one, but like, yeah, in a way. In a way, true. Oh, and a little advertisement here. Aku also did a video about Aku Demon on YouTube. You can find the link to him on my channel as well. I have him as one of my linked channels. You can find him there as well, and definitely sub to him. Make some Russian content, pretty good content. If you ever want to see a live stream where one of the camps is a cat, then you have to go to Aku Demon. Very nice guy. And responsible for probably half the graphics that we find somewhere on anything in the Discord channel base, like all of the infographics. It's insane. So definitely sub to him. Have you gotten any weird heroes with A or B? Like we got a bunch of weird Bs. Like, but no A's yet. So that's the thing. I just hope we save up all of our luck for tomorrow. We save up all of our luck for tomorrow because tomorrow, as I said, 500 Aspens. And that will be fun. 500 Aspens, probably a little bit later than today. Because at the moment, the problem is, I kind of don't like that, I have to say. I always see the nice weather outside, and it's like this nice autumn weather. Which is, I love autumn. It's just a pretty nice time. It's not too hot. Leaves falling down. Very nice. I see all this nice weather outside, and I'm inside doing awakenings. So, yeah, that's the thing. But during the week, I will have some time to chill outside, which I can recommend to everybody. Autumn is always a nice time to chill outside. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Can only recommend. How do you get 500 Aspen copies? We're saving them up already. At the time when we are doing those summons, we always get, every 4 summons basically, we get a chest. And we didn't use those chests yet. Nice weather. When you live, maybe not, but like here in Germany, we have wonderful, nice weather. Beautiful. It's cold outside, time to blast Christmas music at 16 degrees. That's a bit cold, that's true. It's a bit cold. It's a good time, by the way, if you want to do some holiday, to go to like Greece or something, get some place in a nice hotel, and spend some time there. It's the good time to go there. It's also not too expensive. Quite nice. T-shirt weather? Maybe 16 degrees, even a bit too cold. For t-shirt weather. Like, I don't mind, I wear t-shirts a lot. But maybe at least put some jacket over there. Oh my god, what were we going to get? If that was a little higher, it'd be minus. That would be a nice copy to upgrade, but like obviously not of this hero. I forgot the name of this hero. What are the best awaken stats for Lothar that isn't a minus? I mean, you can always go see Eye Offset. That's a thing, and every damage perk is basically nice for you. Holy damage, crit chance, crit damage, all of that will help you. What gives the best DPS? I'm actually not sure for B. For A, you're looking at probably GK Defier holy damage or skill damage, though I think tends to go more towards skill damage at the moment, because we get holy damage from train a lot. At least if you're in the endgame have a big train, then probably tend to go more towards skill damage. Just got home from gym in my shirt, also from Germany. Ah, that's nice. Some working out is always good. By the way, did you guys see that we just went above 10k starry gems that we used for today for summoning? And we didn't even retire yet? Or we didn't even retire yet again, so probably we're just at 8k. We're just at 8k 1.5 hours into the stream, which is a bit insane. It's a bit insane. I'm almost out of coffee. I might have to take a coffee break in a sec. Otherwise I won't have coffee if I don't go for a coffee break. And that would be quite bad. Can't live without coffee. No A copy yet, Costadine. What placement do you have right now? I would guess probably still 7. Because the other guys were way ahead. They were like 5+k. So we're probably still somewhere dwelling in between. Just nearing the top 6, but not. We will not actually get into top 6 today. We will eventually, but not today. Are you using all C- for the soul thingy? Yes. C- exclusively go into soul gathering. It's just actually pretty cheap, because otherwise I would buy them. And now I can just use this part of my summons for that. Which obviously raises the cost for Gala, because we could have retired them. But like, it's still worth it for me, in the grand scheme of things. I accept that my Gala cost is a little bit higher for that, but I also get something else out of it. For good value, that is. I could also use C tiers for Soul Gathering. Oh, get something good here. B tier. Not bad. Doesn't hype me though. I would rather go the B tier here. Give me an S now. Come on. That's no S. How much C-ski do you expect to use? 125k? Probably. Likely more. 125 to 150k maybe. It depends on the summons. Like today I think we're on a good pace. Bit better than yesterday. So maybe today we will be lucky and get more points. And in the end I think if we get some high tier summons it will really be much better. But getting some C tiers now today, getting a bunch of B tiers, actually quite good. And again, I have the statistic. I always write everything down at the end of the day. And we do that. Yeah, tomorrow 500 S-Pens. I'm not exactly sure how we are going to do that. Because like, we got 432 summons, I think it was, from the 25,000 starry gems yesterday. So we would not have enough starry gems to summon 500 S-Pens. So I think I need to plan some extra budget for that, and we need about 3 hours of time just for the summons. So that will surely take a bit. And we can't summon a lot of other heroes today. So, oh, look at that. Okay, now we go into we do one Fiona first, and then we go into the Ilamax. So we need about 30k starry gems, I guess, tomorrow, and then we will do a bunch of S-Pens. Yeah. Okay, Ilamax. If we get an A- here, we will be actually set. If we get like an S tier here, that's 100k starry. That's a bit insane. Like, he's really expensive. So, if any DH community managers listen, and you have like this button to make Wraec summon an S tier, it's now about the time you have to press it. Because I will now summon some Ilamax. You press the button, maybe a few times, you know how it is. And I will summon some S tiers, okay? No problem, come on. That's an E tier. Wrong button, mate. Come on, press it. Will you awaken on Amazon? Top 50 is at 224. I'm not sure. I think I can't afford it. I think I'm still poor. I think that didn't really change, didn't it? I have to check it out. Like, I mean, like, I'm playing 3 hours of Idle Heroes already with those streams today, so it's like, not really time for Amazon. And also, this will obviously move up at the end. Like, the people that summon obviously want to stay in there. So I guess it's going to be 400 or 500 again at the end. And I mean, I have some starry, actually. Starkem is Somsianga's first Transcendence hero? Does that work? Like, I will feel like it's a bit tough. Probably a bit tough. Betty is first strength. I mean, like, Betty will really excel in some game modes. Betty will probably excel in like Vortex. She will be insane there. She will clear a lot of Void campaign stages quite easily. I don't know how she would do in something like Aspen Dungeon. Would probably be a bit difficult. Not because of the 4 enemy stages, but like those 2 enemy, 1 enemy stages, because she can't really regain her energy there. If you have sublimations, maybe can work. I don't think she's really bad there. Also don't think she's insanely good, most likely. Huawei is not the Amazon server, but it is the same server realm. It's basically like when you're on Android and you talk to an iOS player. Huawei is like in the same realm. So if you, for example, did Gala on Huawei, you would do the same Gala as I do on the Amazon server. You would be in the same ranking. Those are connected. Latest ops guild ranking, OPs 162 billion power, top iOS guild 62 billion power. We go for high power. we want to have high power on OP, so we set every single team, even crap heroes. We set as many teams as we can. Because there is actually an advantage to that. I guess it's not too much of a secret, so I can talk about it. The higher power guild is always the attacker in the fight. But the lower power guild is always the defender. And there are certain things that work different when you're an attacker or a defender. So for example, for CC teams, it's pretty good to be an attacker. And therefore we always try to have the highest power and thereby always be the attacker. Hey Brownie! What's up? Did you already hear of my newest acquisition? I bought something. Live on stream, wasn't even planned. I brought an S-tier Scarai. And we nearly bet Sealand 32's Abyss with that. Okay, what do we get? I'm always a B tier. Okay, B tier Sigmund, pretty good stats. Take that. We still didn't get a B+. I really got a lot of B tiers today. Like, I can't really complain. Like, with the amount of B tiers we get, that's still pretty decent. Still pretty decent. On Amazon, oh yeah, I forgot it. So I wanted to prepare for an S tier, to get an S tier on Amazon. So it's not really like I can go for an A-. Yeah, Rattendoodler, it's definitely awesome. Like I honestly I like the streaming. It's quite good. I couldn't really imagine sitting here every single day. Like the bigger streamers, they obviously do that every single day. They sit here, stream for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to get some subscribers or something going. Oh, B-. Okay, I thought we finally get a B+. And I couldn't do that. On the other side, on Amazon, not Amazon, on YouTube, I don't think it really works that well. Like on Twitch, I think the subscriber stuff and the what is comparable to the membership here, it is way more rampant. Like way more people get subscription on Twitch than they do on YouTube. YouTube memberships are really not that popular. That might be possible that I'm a bit more lucky. Yesterday we were average, today I think we are a bit above average. I will see it later. I'm not quite sure right. What monthly income from YouTube would you need to consider doing this full time? I would need to have really have a lot here. I don't think I would. Like I think it would not make sense for me to do YouTube full time. What I could more imagine would be that, like, if I really make a lot from YouTube, that I drive my job and that I do my job part-time than my main job. Like, that's something that I could imagine. That I say, like, okay, I do 40% or something on my main job. That would work. Then I have more time for YouTube. I still have my main job, and even if YouTube is not good at some time, I can still say, okay, I go back to 100%. And that would not be a problem. That's something I could do. But to really quit my main job, I would need to make an overwhelming amount of money on YouTube, which is not really there. Like, the thing is also with YouTube, a lot of people have some kind of hype, even if it's not really like that big celebration of a person. It's like there's some time where you really get a lot of views, and at some point your content is no longer in that spectrum. In that spectrum where you really need to really make a lot of money. And then you have to expect that at some point you're going to make like 60% less. And if you then quit your job and you make 60% less, and that 40% that you still have is no longer enough to really live from, then you have a problem. With a German CPM, no chance to make enough money in Germany with idle heroes. Yeah, with idle heroes, I think. But the thing is, I mean, like, I also have viewers, of course, from USA, from everywhere on the planet. So that's not really a thing. The CPM is all right. I don't make bad money with this. I mean, there are areas where you can make easier money and more money. For example, if you do financial stuff, then you can get like 22 euros or something per 1,000 views, depending on the stuff you make content on, which obviously isn't the case in idle heroes. But still, I do well. It's okay. I make some extra money. It's nice. On top of my job. I spend like 30 minutes or something. An evening, maybe sometimes an hour, if it's a longer video or I need more attempts to record it. As long as I have that time, I gladly use it for it, and I think adding some money on top is nice. The only problem with in Germany is really paying taxes. Like, not that I have to pay taxes. Well, I don't mind paying taxes. It's all right. But the way and the amount of time that I need to spend to do the formalities to pay my taxes when I have a YouTube channel, that is the big problem. And I sit there and do like, I don't know, I have to spend 10 hours to fill in paperwork just because I don't really make enough money with YouTube to afford an accountant. And at the same time have to do all the work an accountant would otherwise do. That is bad. That is bad. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have a good job, Brownie, and you have like a job where you know you can work tomorrow and the day after, and you will know you will make X amount of money, then I don't think YouTube is that appealing. Like, you have to get to a pretty high point in YouTube, I feel like, to really make it worth it. And I would never want to go into that struggle where I know if I don't make, like, let's say 50,000 views a week, that I can't survive. Like, if you know you can't survive when you don't make 50,000 views a week, oh, that sucks. Yeah, Rattendoodler, I know. But it's not much easier when you have that to make your taxes in Germany. Ich bin ja auch aus Deutschland. Also insofern ist das Problem ja tatsächlich mit dem Finanzamt. Das da bin ich sehr nervt, tatsächlich. So yeah, in that sense, I was just explaining in Germany how annoying financial institutions in Germany are. Does you making some money by being on YouTube essentially make playing idle heroes a little cheaper for you, along with benefits of community, etc.? Yes. Well, I mean, I earn money with YouTube, and I can spend that money on idle heroes. So that's the thing. I have a company, yeah. You can hire somebody in Germany to do that, but the thing is, the income from YouTube is not high. It's really, I don't make a lot of money with those videos. So that's the thing. Rasmus, we awaken everything. That's the thing. German in life? Yeah, sometimes. Rarely. I don't want to exclude anybody, so I stay away from it. I don't really want to talk too much German here. Also feels weird. Like the switch from German from English to German is a bit confusing. B tier, nice B tier, 4.7k, pretty good. So yeah. Like switching in between those languages was really weird. I don't know. Like it's not that it's difficult. Like it's not difficult to speak English, but it's difficult to speak German in between. Like doing 1 or 2 sentences in German, not too easy. Do Germans want Danzig as bad as Poles want Eviv? I don't know. I studied German for 2 days, gave up on it. Yeah, I don't think German is such a nice language to learn when you learn it as a second language. Also, not much use in it. Like, if you really don't want to live here, then if it's not your plan to move to Germany, then just don't learn German. That's no sense. I already said yesterday, like, you can always talk with a German in English. Like, most persons in German had English, at least in school, talk a little bit of English. If it's not too much, like, at least a little bit, they speak English. And some younger Germans actually speak quite decent English. And then you can talk to them, and if you order something in English, you will likely get it. If you ask something in a hotel or restaurant in German, in English, you will get it. So it's not really an issue. I took German in high school, but forgot everything. I have the same with Spanish. I learned Spanish, and then I forgot everything. And now I don't speak Spanish anymore. So I like really not at all. I can say "¿Cómo estás?" That is about what I can say. And if somebody asked me that question, I couldn't answer. So it's that bad. But I have like some, I think I have some certificate where it says I can speak Spanish. And that certificate is a lie. I cannot speak Spanish. It's not an easy language. Der Löffel, die Gabel, das Messer. I don't know what you're talking about. That's very easy. It makes complete sense. It's interesting, actually. It's like der, die, das for Löffel, Gabel, Messer, while you have this, all of them on the table while eating. Der Löffel is the spoon, die Gabel, the fork, and das Messer, the knife, if somebody has the question. And the interesting part is der, die, das, which is male, female, and the neutral pronoun. And we use it for different items as well. Every item basically has a gender in German, which is very confusing to people. And depending on that, you use der, die, or das, which all mean the in English. Dutch is basically drunk German, but the grammar is not fun. Yeah, to an extent. I think the Netherlands are a bit closer language-wise. Like if somebody from Netherlands talks slowly, I understand them. So that's the thing. And then again, it's also, I'm from North Rhine-Westphalia, so it's not really that the Netherlands are far away. Got stationed in Germany for a year. Only things I know is to say thank you in German. That's well enough. That's well enough. If you say thank you, just danke, that's alright. Jemanden umfahren versus jemanden umfahren. Which is written the same. But this jemanden umfahren is to, how would you translate that? Basically to hit somebody with a car. Und jemanden umfahren is to drive around somebody with a car. Which is just a pronunciation different, but the same word actually. Then again, umfahren, to drive around somebody, like the word for that is not that commonly used in German. Yeah, your English is very good. It's alright. Like sometimes I struggle with words and I like them, and I think it's also I think making streams helps, because sometimes I talk about different topics and it's not necessarily idle heroes that I talk about. So I have to look up some words, and then I notice, for example, like yesterday. Yesterday I noticed that I lost the word French. I forgot the word French. So I looked that up, and then now I know it again, which is good. So the amount of words that I know, which is already cheated again, because that's not the word that I wanted to use. What I wanted to use was vocabulary. I just talked myself around that. The amount of words that I know, instead of saying vocabulary. And sometimes cheating like that. So my vocabulary is really enhanced by that, obviously, because I have to confront myself and find the words that I don't know. I want to learn German after I finish with Russian. I don't think it's really worth it to learn German. Like, learn Chinese, learn Spanish, learn language that are spoken in more areas of the world. Yeah, that's true, Minokolo. I tried to explain it to Aika once. Like the way of the article, or what articles mean in Germany and which situation you use which, and yeah, it is a bit horrible. And just like I wouldn't say that I could explain anybody how to speak German. Like most of the time when I speak German, I just know how you make that sentence. It's not necessarily that I can explain to you, oh, that's the future form too, and I mean some things, yes, but like especially with articles, I forgot most of it, but I use it correctly, so it's that contrast there. Yet, but the sentence structure is good, and you speak quite clear. I guess if you forget a word or two, okay, that's true, I guess. I mean that's all right as long as people understand me, and I can go to a country, and they can understand me, I can understand them. I guess we are in a good situation here, and learning the language was well worth it. I sometimes forget German words and only remember the English words. It's kind of a horrible situation in that sense. Like, If you know what I want to say. In general, lacking a word is horrible. And then you really want to use the word though. Oh, I remember that a friend of mine does that quite often, and then he stands in front of me. It's like, yeah, but you know, the place where the cars drive, the place where the cars drive. And he's really desperate to make me understand that he just wants to use the word Autobahn, but he forgot it, which is kind of funny. In Spanish, the nouns have gender too. If I say give me water, I use manly, but if I say turn off the light, it sounds womanly. Yeah, I learned that, I think. Not sure. Dativ and Akkusativ ruined my German grades. For me, it mostly worked. My German grades were quite alright. You would be fine in the US? Well, I sure hope so. Never been there, actually. But I guess I mostly would find my way around. Already running around with a dictionary, looking up words. But I guess I can point at stuff, so that's something I would say. And also cultural differences, obviously, and some things that are just treated differently. I was just yesterday talking with somebody about how Germany points out the sales tax on their items. So like when you go into a shop in Germany and they say it's like €3.99 to buy this bunch of apples, kilo of apples or something, and you go to the cashier and you want to pay that, they will pay $3.99. While in the USA, you will go there and then they will, at sales tax, it will actually pay more as the price that was assigned on the item, which is the wrong way to do it. Let's be real about that. It's way better to point out the sales tax so that you know what you're going to pay before you go to the cashier and you don't have to carry a calculator around and calculate all of that stuff or do math all the time in your head. That's just one thing. It's different. So yeah, that's the thing. I guess like whatever language you talk, if you go to Germany, most of the time you're fine. Visit Germany was kids smoking. Yeah, but that's also a different thing. Like not necessarily the smoking. Smoking is still pretty accepted in Germany. It's like not that it's allowed for kids to smoke, but obviously they get cigarettes if they want to. Like I remember when I went to school, there was always like this place behind the school that was a bit off from the normal paths where people would take, and there was already people standing there smoking all the time, which is a horrible habit, I think. But obviously you get cigarettes some way if you want to. Always works. So there are a lot more people that smoke. I think in the USA, smoking is seen as worse than in the EU. Like people don't really care when you smoke in the EU. Some people say, like, okay, I don't want to be together with somebody who smokes, but in the end, if they meet a person like them and they smoke, it's not really like the KO criteria for them. So that's another thing. And then it's like drinking alcohol, which is also more accepted in the EU, I think. Like in the USA, I don't know if it's in some areas or a lot, they have those paper bags, which is like a stupid solution to do that. Because if you have a brown paper bag and you walk about the streets with a brown paper bag drinking from something in it, people won't think it's cola, mate. It's probably alcohol. In Germany, you can just take a bottle of beer, sit yourself in some park or something, enjoy a bottle of beer if you want to. Most kids also drink a lot of alcohol in Germany. I mean, like, it depends. You're allowed to drink beer with 16 in Germany. It's legal to drink with 16. And obviously, if it's legal to drink with 16, there will be some 15-year-old drinking beer. I probably did that myself. Just happens. It is like that. But really, how bad is it if you drink it 1 year earlier than you're allowed to? It's like, okay, come on. Like, if you don't overdo it, whatever. But, yeah, it's just legal to drink beer. 16, so. But in USA, I think it's 21, which is weird. Because I when I drank alcohol, it was mostly like between 16 and 18. And then with 18, I had my driving license, so I could drive a car. And it's pretty much not very densely populated where I live here. I think that's the best way to say it. So it's like mostly, yeah, I mostly need a car, which meant when I was 18, I drove a car, so I no longer drank alcohol. Also, I did no longer really enjoy it. That's the thing. It is 14? No, it's 16 for beer. 16. Drinking with Germans was some of the most fun I've had in the military career. I think there are a lot of Germans that really enjoy drinking. Me, not so much. Not anymore. But when I was 16, 17, 18, I really enjoyed that. With YouTube parents? Okay, no idea. 21 for beer and cigarettes. I mean, I think it pretty much helped me a bit that I was done with drinking when I was 21 and stuff, because then I was studying and it was really important that I focus on that. Though I guess you can also study and drink. Works also for a lot of people pretty well. I don't really see the reason. Like, I mean, somebody really think about it. I mean, I don't want to say 16 is the perfect age to start drinking. I have no idea, but really, I don't think it harmed me necessarily. I was forced to keep my drinking in check at that time anyway, because I didn't have money. So, well, if you don't really have too much money, you can't really drink a lot. So I guess that kind of helped working it out. And I mean that then you of course drink too much one time or two times, but at some point you notice, okay, I can drink that much, and that works out pretty much. And then I'm not dead the next day and won't do some stuff that I really regret for some time. I think it also helps that with 16 you don't really have a driving license, so you can start drinking. You don't have a driving license anyway, so not really any opportunity to drive around drunk in a car. And with 16, like, I think most people around 16 are still pretty stupid. Like, you don't really notice when you are 16. And when you look back, I think most of the time you say, okay, I was pretty dumb at that time. I think it does not really get better. Like, I think every time I look back, I think, oh yeah, no, you would have been smarter. I think you're always smarter in hindsight. So that's the thing. Michi, public law, mostly. The US makes drinking a taboo thing to younger people, and they get super excited to drink when it's not exciting. Yeah, I mean, like, drinking can be fun, or partying with some people. Though I have to say, when I stopped drinking alcohol and I went to parties, then I noticed that a lot of those parties aren't really fun. Like, a lot of those parties where people say, oh yeah, it's a really great party, wasn't really too much fun. There wasn't really happening anything other than them drinking. And that's about it. So, yeah, like, in that sense, a lot of those parties are not really that great. But, like, yeah, I think drinking itself is over-celebrated. And a lot of the time, people don't really even drink very good stuff. Like, they drink pretty cheap alcohol. And a lot of it. And the main reason to do that is to get hammered, which is, I think, pretty pointless. Once it's legal, drinking isn't fun. I mean, I stopped drinking with 18, so, like, yeah. But I was feeling pretty hungover after drinking around that time. I don't know. It was like, we drank very, very much on the weekends during that time. It was around 17, end of 17, 18. We drank very, very much. And I was pretty hungover, like, every weekend. We were partying every weekend. And then at one point I said, like, man, I just don't want to have one day on the weekend where I'm drunk and one day on the weekend where I'm hungover. This sucks. I don't want to do it. And then I just stopped. So that's now, yeah. And now I just don't drink at all. Because I think, like, drinking one beer, I think, is pretty pointless. That's another thing. People are like, yeah, let's drink a beer. Or let's drink 2 beer. I think drinking one beer is pointless. Either if you drink it because you just like the taste, okay. But like getting mildly hammered, that has no sense. Like if you drink one beer, that's then just drink no beer. Drink a Coke, then you skip all the downsides of drinking a beer. You're not drunk, and you are a better person in general. Or you just go there and then you drink like all of the beer and all of the schnapps, and then you are very hammered, and then it was worth it again. Which is not me telling you to strive for alcoholism. Quite the opposite. I think drinking is pretty much pointless. So saves you a lot of money if you don't go for that. Comes from the guy who substituted it apparently with Idle Heroes Awakening. While he summons one, while he does one awakening at the time, talking about saving money by not drinking. Good. Well done, Wraec. Well done, Wraec. Very good. Does anyone know the percent of getting an A from a B store is like about 1%? Today I got the Kasten Augustiner Edelstaub. Oh, that's actually a delicious beer. Yep, that was one of the beers that I like the most. What I also like was to go to the Augustiner Bräu restaurants. Like, those are pretty nice. Those are pretty nice. You can eat a very nice duck with dumplings there. Klöße. Very nice. I can really recommend that. I have one in Berlin, they have one in Munich. And the one in Munich is like on the other side of the road from Hofbräuhaus. I was in both, and they were both very good. Some good Käsespätzle, nice piece of duck, get yourself a big beer, and then you are a pretty happy person. That's very nice. I hate the taste of alcohol. I don't know, like Augustiner Edelstoff is pretty alright, but I'm like for some persons in Germany, I'm probably the worst. I drink Radler without alcohol, which is like probably the lowest class of beer drinker existing. It's just like, it's very refreshing, it's a good taste, and that's something I like. The one in Munich is really a tourist trap. Was it even the Augustiner? It's like, there's like a crossroad from the Hofbräuhaus, and the Hofbräuhaus is on one corner, and then they're like diagonal on the other side. They had some Käsespätzle there, and the Käsespätzle were quite alright. Had some snacks. It was a bit expensive. I didn't really care. I was very hungry. So that was something that wasn't too important for me. But the food was good. The one in Berlin though is quite alright. It's at the Gendarmenmarkt. I was staying at the Hilton there, and there are two good restaurants that I was in there. The one is right next to the Hilton. There is like this chocolate house, and there is an elevator. And if you drive up with the elevator, one floor higher to the second floor, Americans would say, Germans would say first floor. Then there is a restaurant, and they have this chocolate restaurant, and you can eat like noodles and stuff, and they add chocolate to that, and they do it like in a really cool way. And if you have drink an iced coffee there, then you are done, because that thing has like 1,000,000 calories. It's super delicious because they add this fine chocolate into there. It's very nice. And a bit further down the road at the Gendarmenmarkt, you can find the Augustiner Bräu, and that is also pretty good. It's like just a normal restaurant. It was pretty full all the time. So yeah. If I had to have a drink, it would be rum and coke. But beer does something to my stomach, makes it hurt. I can no longer drink any rum. I had a very bad experience, a very bad time when we did drank rum one evening, and it didn't end very well. We're also below 75k now, so I just summoned a few more And we retire, and then we see how close we are to the 75k. So when will the next Starland arena come back? I want... Oh. Hey. So when will the next Starland arena come back? I want to make more progress because I forgot to exchange my coins in Starland. I don't know. 2 weeks? Probably. Something like that. Stop speaking German. I'm getting PTSD from my German class. I'm currently failing. Ja, dann wünsche ich dir damit doch ganz viel Glück. Vielleicht bestehst du es ja doch noch. And now I will stop speaking German. To not hurt NXKX anymore. Imagine I failed my English class, then I wouldn't get Wraec videos now. It'd probably be for the better. Let's be real about it. Okay, let's retire a little bit. And let's take a look at the statistics. And then we will see how well we did. I'm not really going to see that. Yes. The thing is, now I was very nice in German to NXKX, and given that he's failing his German class, he probably did not even understand what I was saying to him. It makes it completely pointless. Oh yeah, that's funny. Oh, we're going way above 75k, aren't we? We're going to do way more summons. We're only at the plus tier. How many summons did we do? Bloody hell. Meaning like we have to free up slots as well. 0.25 points out of 10 in German. Okay, that's not a whole lot. English is just simplified German. I mean, like, yeah, you skip out on a lot of words. You make some words a bit weird, and you throw away all the grammar. And then you have some piece of language left that, I mean, German is probably surprised to see that you can even communicate with that. And just some bare-bone language. It's just like using a screwdriver to hit in a nail. It works, but it's like not the way it's supposed to be. German, I mean, like, German probably has 3 times the amounts of words the English language has, and 20 times the amount of grammar rules as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Which I don't want to say German is like good to learn or easy. I think the most terms has a reason people mostly speak English. Or Chinese. I think Chinese is also like, it's like one of those languages that are really, really on the rise at the moment. Like a lot of people speaking Chinese. God, we have a lot of C tiers. Oh my god, how much starry do we get back? German sounds angry. Nah. German doesn't sound angry. I think that's like this rumor the Americans really put up in their late night shows. When they have some guy there and he talks German like, I don't know, Hitler. Like, screaming out of his mind. Germans don't necessarily scream at each other. It's not what we usually do, we just talk normally in the language. Oh my god, we have to do another 8.5k in summons. We just got 8.5k starry back. We're not even remotely done. I don't even have coffee. Bloody hell. Didn't even read that message. It's hard going back to Miller Lite after drinking German beer. Yeah, I don't really get this light beer thing. Like, Americans seem to drink a lot of light beer. I have no idea what that even is. Like in Germany, you get a beer that has about 4.8% alcohol, and maybe there are some beer mix drinks with 2.4% or something like this. Or if you really don't want to spend money and you want to get very drunk, then you drink 5,0 beer, which has 5% alcohol and costs, last time I checked, cost like 20 cents per can. And then you get hammered. So like getting hammered on 5.0 beer is like really, that's like really the lowest drink. Though some of the 5.0 beer you can actually drink. So right. But still, I'm not really a big beer drinker. What's ambulance in Germany? Krankenwagen. Obsessed with calories. Beer's already light. What's our word of the day? Yesterday was stinkcat. I don't think, like you mean like weird German word? I mean stinkcat, the Stinkkatz. It was Texas German. That was not really a German word. That was Texas German word. A German word of the day. Oh, that's difficult. I don't know why it's the first word that came to my mind, but Kuckucksuhr is a little bit weird. Maybe that's interesting. Kuckucksuhr. So those clocks with a little... Is it an owl? It's a cuckoo. What's the English word actually for that? Kuckucksuhr. Cuckoo clock. Okay. Kuckucksuhr. Such a weird name. American beer is just flavored water. I never drink American beer. From all I've heard, we'd better keep it at that. Cuckoo clock. Dingsbums. Oh, Dingsbums is also very good. Dingsbums is also very good. Dingsbums is everything. Dingsbums is like whatever you say when you forgot the word. It's Dingsbums. I don't even know. Is there like an English translation to Dingsbums? Widget. Gizmo? Thingamabob. Can't be right. What's Thingamabob? That sounds so wrong. What's Thingamabob? I just have this dictionary here. And Dingsbums is like widget, gizmo, thingamabob, or do that. It's thingamabob. That's my new, it's the new best English word. Thingamabob. Is it really said? Do people say that, thingamabob? Did I pronounce that horribly? Thingamabob? I don't know. Thingamabob is when you cannot think of the word. Yeah, it's like, it's the same as Dingsbums in Germany. Thingamabob? I've never heard that. I've never heard Thingamabob. It sounds so wrong. It sounds so wrong. It sounds so funny. That's weird. I really never heard that. Thingamabob. It's now that is now the word of the day. Thingamabob. The English Dingsbums. That's insane. Now my face hurts because I smiled too much, and as a German I can't smile. Ah no, that's a prejudice. Oh, Rattendoodler, not those guys. Go away. We don't want them here. Horrible. Okay, we run out of copies. I don't know what we're going to do. We need some more. I'll check for a second and then we'll see. Because we also need to keep some place for tomorrow for Aspen copies, because I don't really want to summon multiple times. What shall I call it? Doohickey. Doohickey I've heard. What shall I call it? I've not heard. Yeah, so we have to see about that. What shall I call it is a candy as well. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's retire. Let's retire again. So we got some more heroes. Esti Gloria. Ah, nothing's better than the Esti Scarai that I got. Esti Scarai for the win. Okay. I don't know why you can't even remove them that easily here. I mean, you can't remove them here, right? Okay. C minus. Okay. Now we have to check how many slots we have, because we have 7k starry. That's still quite a bit, actually. But another 62 chests here. How many chests do we have? We have 437 chests. That's not even enough for the Aspens. That's not even enough for the Aspens yet. Though I think, like, yeah, I think when we summon the 437 chests and then we get the chests back, then we have 500. Then it makes sense. Then it is 500. Good. Scarab was 39,999. So when we retire it, we get about 10,000 starry gems. Contract starry more, which is decent. Also, we will make a video, which will make it a bit more fun. We got a good bit of stream time, which was also quite alright. Okay. Yeah. How do we handle it? We still have a lot of 5 stars here. Nah, I didn't awaken the Scarai, Kai. I didn't awaken the Scarai. We have those not summonable 5 stars here, and we have a bunch of 4 stars actually. So we will clean up those later. Just want to go elite? Or do we want to keep the elite for the last day? I think we keep the elite for the last day. I think that's what we do. Last day, last stream, high quality summons. Or next stream. Like next stream will be Aspen, the stream after will be high quality. We only summon like elite heroes and better. Use all the 5 stars to 6 stars. No, we don't really need to place. It's not really that. It's mostly that we need to not summon too many heroes, and we have to be a little bit select with which heroes we summon. But I think that's alright now. I mean, we're really going to start through tomorrow, and then we're going to do way more quality. Like, we just have to finish today. Maybe we finish even with a little bit less starry spent, because that would actually make sense. If we just did 3 or 4k more starry, and then left a bit more for tomorrow. That would fit the budget a bit better, and then tomorrow we could really go into it and summon like LFAs. So we will do Aspen tomorrow. Aspen, it will all be Aspen. It will really be insane. And I'm honestly hyped for the stream. Like, tomorrow is the day. Like, today. Today was perfect. Today was all I wanted to see. It spared me the horrors of summoning an S tier on, like, a barrier or something. We didn't get that. We didn't get that today. So very nice. And so later on, like, we can get an S tier tomorrow. We can get A tiers tomorrow. That would be very fine. If that works out, then I'm happy. Never thought a gala would be so stressful. That's actually great that you write that, because that's something we can really talk about. Okay, gala. What do you have to do if you want to go for an S tier in gala? It's actually insane if you want to do it right. Like, there are the whales, they go in, they buy, they do it with starry gems. They don't even go for contract starry. And they pay way more. If you want to do it optimally, or well, let's say well, not optimally, but well, you start preparing for gala way ahead. And I mean like 1 or 2 months ahead. You will see 1 gala pass at least. And that's mostly not even enough. Like, you want to see even more time at. And you will, first goal is to collect copies. That means you will be you will look way more into which copies you burn. You might have to stop using stuff like Dragon Slayer's food or summoning Dragon Slayers just because you want some forest heroes. You will have to think on a way grander scale. And you will have to look into which heroes you summon so that when the time comes when you do the gala, you have a lot of copies there. Then you save up your course. Not because, well, this is like the thing you probably should only do in the last month, maybe last 1.5 months, because this will seriously inhibit your progress. Like, if you no longer get stellar shards, well, in my case doesn't matter too much, but like if you no longer get stellar shards, or like at a way lower rate, that will already be a problem. Und we're back to German now. And then you keep save those cores. Why would you save those cores? Well, your bag is pretty much limited. You have like maybe 1,000 slots. If you're like me, you have 1,000 slots. And once you expanded those, well, then it's done. Then you can't really save up copies anymore. And every single core will put 1 copy in the bag. You can save up infinite cores. You cannot summon infinite cores. So summoning the cores only during the gala makes actually sense. Makes actually a lot of sense. At the same time, I mean, obviously we have a cost associated with it. You need enough starry gems. You need enough starry gems through one way or the other. You have to either sell heroes or you have to like buy the starry gems through different means. So you have to acquire starry gems somehow. Your way. Doesn't matter. And then you want to convert that to contract starry. Because you summon with contract starry the same way you summon with normal starry. The only thing is contract starry is converted from starry gems. So you buy a hero starry gems, you convert it to contract starry, and usually you make some form of profit. For example, on the Scarai, we get plus 25%. We basically get 1.25% more contract starry than we had starry gems before, giving us a leverage on how much we can summon, which is good, which is exactly what we want. And that's also basically what you want there. So you really want to convert all your stuff to contract starry. Then you have the problem, if you want to get enough starry gems, so like 125k, 150k, 175k, we're calling it 175k. And you want to do that with like C- copies, which a lot of the low spenders use to convert to contract starry. Well, you buy them for 80. And you get 100 out of it. So you need about 1,000 to 1,750 C- copies to get enough contract starry. I don't know if you ever done anything 1,000 or 1,750 times, but that's a lot. And the market doesn't give you that, because if you start buying stuff in the market, you will see the prices rise. So if you buy this all at the same time, you will actually empty out the market. There are around 1,000 copies of a C- tier in the market. You will buy every single copy in the market if you do it at the same time. So that doesn't work. So you have to do it over multiple days. If you want to do it perfect, you have to bid even. And if you bid on stuff, and you bid on stuff that only gives you 100 contract starry, you will spend an awful lot of time just bidding. Doesn't really work for you. So what you really do is you go for higher tier. And you go for bulk prices. You go for something like the Scarai. You go for something like an A+ hero or an A+ hero is not really. They are often expensive. Like an A hero, something like that. Buy an A hero for 10k, buy an A hero for 11k or something like that. And you gain your starry through that. And the better deals you do during the conversion phase, where you basically have maybe 100k starry and you convert that to contract starry, the better you are during that time, the cheaper Gala will be. That is like a quintessential phase. If you do your conversion doing Gala and you just now go into the market and you buy something, it will be bad. It will suck because, well, you will not going to go for the best deals. You're going to go for the best deal that is currently in the market, but maybe this deal is not good. So you have to check out the market. You have to look over into that over multiple days, maybe multiple times a day. You have to really understand what the prices are. Maybe make yourself an Excel sheet. Keep prices. Keep an eye on the prices. Are the prices falling? Are the prices rising? If the prices are falling, maybe wait. If the prices are rising, maybe you want to buy now instead of later. You really have to keep all of that in mind if you want to do it in the smart way. Which is like, most people don't do that. I don't think most people that go for Gala do it in the smart way. They do it in the way of like, they start one evening and they sit there and they have nothing to do for 2 hours while watching some boring episode of some series on Netflix. And then they click on the summoning button and do their 300 point summon and do it like 10 times too much or something and say like, well, screw it, now I will just get an A- core, start buying anything on the auction house for contract starry and just do 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 points or something like that. That's the way most go for it. Obviously, there are some content creators that plan it way longer ahead, which is not that content creators are better people. It's just that usually we kind of plan our content just the way it is. So yeah, that's kind of the way Gala works in most cases. Bit of a long talk. Still 150 people here, so that's kind of good. But yeah, so I think we're already closing in. Are we closing in on the end? Yeah. So about 20 summons or something. We will do them. We will retire, and all of that's left will be left for tomorrow for the big Aspen stream. And I will update the statistic right after that. We'll probably post a bit to the Discord as well. Yesterday I did that, by the way. I posted some stats from today's stream to Discord, so how much was, if it was average, if it was above average, I posted that to the Discord. So if you care about that, probably like 10-15 minutes after the stream, I will post that in the general chat on my Discord. Yep. C- was the better deal. I calculated it. For Soul Gathering. For Soul Gathering, it was the better deal. It was also the better deal for Contract Story. For pretty much the most time. As soon as Soul Gathering statue arrived, that switched around sometimes. Because when Soul Gathering statue arrived, Waits went to the C- chat and bought everything. C- channel and bought everything. And then C was partly better, but usually C- is just better. Oh, what do we get? B-. Still no B+ yet. We're very average on like the high rolls. As I said, if we get a high roll tomorrow, I'm happy. Before we even knew about Soul Gathering, I think C- was better. For Starry most of the time though. I was for Contract Starry, I was buying neither C- nor B. I think it was, or well, no, I was buying C- sometimes because it switched around. Sometimes C- was the best, sometimes C was the best. I actually had a list with all the prices, of copies, and I checked them out in between, and the list calculated how much value every single copy tier had. That's basically what it did. People were looking at me for being strange when I bought all of the B tiers on the market, and B tiers at that time were like 320 or 300. It was very insane. I was buying DGN Natalia's, I think. That was before Soul Perfection though. That was a long time ago. And I bought them for around 300 to 320. I bought, I don't know, for 20-30k or something like that. That was really insane during that time. Could get Contract Story so easily. Now Contract Story is super expensive. Now C- is no longer 60, sometimes 85, sometimes 90. It's insane. Really insane. And I think C is now often again the better deal over C- if you want to go for Contract Story. Buy more C tiers for Soul Gathering statue. We're throwing in the C-. With C tiers and C-, you have to keep in mind, even if C tiers are more expensive in terms of Starry Gem to retiring value, they still have the very good value from buyout price to Soul Gathering progress. So the value there is often better than from C. So C can be a little bit cheaper and still be worse. But that's another topic. And as I said, I made the chart, and you can also compare it by yourself. Works as well. I saw Mockman with 50 mil attack. The thing is, 50 mil is no longer that insane. Like as I said, Jesus around 80 mil on his LFA. And 50 mil is easy to achieve if you really go for it. Have a high tier copy. I mean, just look at it. The Scarai, the 6-star Scarai, level 140 that we just had 22 mil attack. It's a 6-star. So that's a bit insane. And I mean, like, we're going to reroll it tomorrow, during the stream as well. Like, that's going to be another hype factor. Tomorrow during the stream, we're also going to do the 5 hammers on the Scarai. See if we can get a good roll. If we can get a good roll, we do a live recording of a video of S-tier Scarai versus Abyss SL32, and we're going to clear Abyss SL32 with the 6-star Scarai. I think that's going to be cool. I think that's really going to be cool. That's something we're going to do. Just going to summon the rest of those copies, and we're going to retire, and then probably going to be done with that yet. Anything crazy yet? Not in terms of summons. Not really, no. But we have done some stuff with the Scarai, S-tier Scarai. That was pretty cool. You have every Trans-Zero SSS and you get second planes on Treasure Chain. That's what you get. Don't really understand that. I mean, every Trans-Zero SSS would be quite fine. Would be fun. I like the hero that I really would love to try. It's like a really high tier at SSS or something. That would probably be an MFG. MFG would be fun. That would really be fun. Like a big MFG, some insane stats on there. That would be pretty cool. Absolute insanity. Okay, let's continue. Okay, nothing good yet. Why no one uses MFG now in PvE? He needs some ramp up time, that's his problem. Like, you really need some time to ramp up his damage, and then you want him to do a lot of active skills, and oftentimes that's a bit hard to achieve. And with something like DTV, you don't really need that. With DTV, for example, you just put him in there, and even if he CC'd for 5 turns and gets on his weakness disclosure on turn 6, you just let him hammer out the damage, and that works pretty well. You can't really do that with MFG. MFG's top end damage is really insane. Like if you go for top end damage on, let's say, Force War, for example, that's really insane. Force War, and then just against puppets. MFG's insane against puppets. Like barely everybody, any group blocks Assassin, so you can just go with MFG in there and you will hit max points every single time. That's really insane. I did that one season, it was like super easy. Okay, last summon for today. I think we did decently well. The last summons were a bit worse. But we got more B tiers, I feel like. We're going to retire all of that. Oh, let's do differently. Let's throw this C- into Soul Gathering first. Oh, you can't even order them here. Oh wait, we can do it like this. This works. C-, disassemble. Yes. So the 59 soul power obviously needs to go to him, because that's fun. Soul Awakening, and now we can just disassemble everything. And then we can check out points. They upped it, yes. But you would still hit it. If you have like a huge MFG, easily. Ask somebody like Big Noah. Big Noah has a huge, or Wayne. Those guys have huge MFGs. They should easily hit max points every single time. Would be surprised if they don't. But I can't tell you. Like, DH kind of, I don't know, the bloody client didn't take my registration, so I'm not registered for Force War. I'm actually not in it. Which is not too bad this time, given we have to spend so much time on Gala. I'm kind of happy I'm not in Force War, actually. Okay, usually we would do more summons now, because we're still above that, but we're going to keep this Starry for tomorrow. We're going to keep this Starry for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to do 500 Aspens, and there's going to be more summons. So we do a little bit less summons today, we do more summons tomorrow. We have 457 chests here, so easily the last 43 chests for the 500 Aspens. And then we are doing 500 Aspens. We are rank 7 as expected, a bit more points than I thought though. And I would really recommend that one of those guys here stops. I think Wind Guy is pretty good. But like, one of those guys will be sad. like, I can tell you, one of those guys will be sad. Soul Awakening Gala point details. 40, 157, 251, 177, 89, 49, 33, 43. Like, it's interesting. We are consistently, the C- is lower than the C. If that was other way around, it would make perfect sense, but it isn't. 22, we got 11, 9, and 0. Straight up 0 still. Which is still average. We are still not in the realm where we would be likely to have a B+. So it's a bit weird. And nothing beyond that. So I'm going to make the statistic now. We are going to see that later. And I think we did it all for the moment. So tomorrow will be a new live stream. Probably a bit later, probably like an hour later, I think. It will be a bit longer though, so we are going to likely be about around 3 hours, maybe a bit more. Going to start around 1 hour later than today, and then we're going to do 500 Aspens. Or more. 500 or more Aspens. And I'm also hyped for the stream afterwards, because we have like those chests here with like TBB, there's 11 TBB copies in there. Got this one with like 12, probably Natalie copies. We got 59 of those. Maybe we go for SSM, for example. 59 chests here, and we are going to use all of those. And we are going to go for some high quality summons, which will be the 5th stream. No, the 4th stream. 4th stream? No. Tomorrow is the 3rd. It will be the 4th stream. 4th stream will be high quality summons. And then we're just going to do a mix on the last one. And on the latest one, when I do my last summons for the gala to just stay in on the last day on Friday, you to see if we do a live stream there at 2 a.m. But we're going to compete for it, and then I'm going to just summon everything again. So yeah, that's it for today's live stream, guys. I thank you guys all for sticking around. Got over 200 people again, which is insane. 2 days in a row, over 200 people in the stream. Maybe we'll do so tomorrow again. Maybe hype up your friends if you want to show it. I will post the event later on, and we will do 500 Aspens tomorrow. Big Aspening that we are going to do, and it will definitely be cool. And I hope we summon an A or an S tier tomorrow. Would be rather nice. Chances are slim, but maybe we get lucky tomorrow, and tomorrow is definitely the day to be lucky. Tomorrow or the day after, actually, because the day after we summon TBB, which would also be insane. But with that, I wish you guys a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.